In a bright green forest, warm sunlight shone through tall trees. Birds sang softly as a small stream flowed over smooth stones. Ants marched on the ground carrying food, butterflies fluttered above flowers, and squirrels jumped between branches. The forest felt calm, happy, and ready for a beautiful story to begin. On a warm summer morning, a tiny black ant hurried carefully along the edge of a bubbling brook. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and tall green grass swayed gently in the breeze. The ant carried a grain of rice much bigger than herself, and she moved forward. As the ant walked, she thought of her colony waiting for her return. "The queen will be so pleased with this find," she said to herself, feeling proud of her hard work. Her tiny legs continued moving forward step by careful step. Without warning, the ant stepped onto a smooth, wet pebble. Her foot slipped and she tumbled down the bank, splashing into the cold, rushing water below. The strong current swept the ant away from the shore. She paddled desperately with all 6 legs, but the water was too powerful. Her precious grain of rice vanished beneath the surface as the waves pulled her farther from safety. "Help!" cried the ant, her tiny voice trembling. But the rushing water was too loud, and no one seemed to hear her. Her legs began to tire and fear filled her heart. High above the brook on the branch of an almond tree, a white dove sat quietly noticing the tiny ant struggling below and tilting her head with concern. With a sudden resolve, the dove spread her wings wide and took off gracefully towards the ant, ready to lend a helping hand again. The dove knew she had to help. She flew down gracefully and picked up a long, sturdy blade of grass with her beak. Carefully, she dropped it into the water beside the ant. With curiosity and hope, the ant gazed at the dove, realizing that help had arrived just in time. The ant quickly made its way to the grass, grateful for the unexpected rescue. As the ant climbed onto the blade of grass, it felt a rush of gratitude toward the dove. With each careful step along the grass, the ant inched closer to safety, knowing that kindness had bridged the gap. Days passed under the bright summer sun. The ant returned to her daily work, but she never forgot the kindness she had received. One afternoon, as the ant crossed a dusty path, she spotted the same white dove resting on a branch above. Her antennae lifted with recognition and gratitude. With a flutter of excitement, the ant called out to the dove, expressing her heartfelt appreciation for the kindness shown to her during the harsh winter. The dove listened intently, her soft coos filling the air, as if to reassure the ant of her friendship. Suddenly, the ant noticed a boy hiding nearby, aiming a slingshot at the dove. Without hesitation, the ant ran as fast as she could. The boy cried out in surprise and dropped the slingshot. The stone fell harmlessly into the grass. Startled by the noise, the dove spread her wings and flew safely into the open sky. Hidden among the wildflowers, the ant watched the dove disappear into the distance. The dove would never know who had saved her life that day.